Welcome back to Group Call. Monday, June 15th, first day we open. Immediately gap up. Uh, New contract as well, so make sure you adjust it for the new contracts. Uh, if you just type in NQ1 or MNQ and then you just click bottom right, automatic adjustment, it'll just adjust automatically. So, yeah. All right. Coming into the day, obviously, big pump up, fat new week opening gap. But like realistically, price continue popping up. So we're up like what 900 points at one point, 800 points. Uh, Accumulation chop everything everywhere. So that means price is building liquidity for the rest of the week. Okay, when we have liquidity, for example, like here or even here, it's nice for us. So Monday was really low probable. If you just looked at this right here coming into pre 930, just looked at it, you see like all the chop accumulation. Price didn't even take out this low. But we have SMT with here and price just rebouncing, displacing away from that, you would have like been able to tell that it was really low probable and it's going to be very choppy. So that's pretty much it for the day. Look to your left, we took out these highs, but price never really dumped. We just continue going higher. So these are your DOLs right here, these rebalance highs, but every time we come into contact with it, expect chopper accumulation because we are reactive from that. So obviously, price comes back down at 5:45 a.m. We make a SMT with this London low right here. Very nicely, ES takes all of it out. If we go to ES right here, like this, boom. There we go. So ES comes back down and takes out all this accumulation from London. Wait, do we take out this low? No. But ES takes out London lows very nicely. NQ. No. No SMT there, but we just have SMT with London lows pretty much, which both pairs do. And even on NQ, we don't really take out much. We even edge these two lows. So very risky indeed. I can't lie. Like today was garbage. Genuine garbage. Like legit nothing on the higher time frame that tell you that like we're gonna have any decent movement. But price trading away from these lows would have told you that okay, we're not gonna look to take these out until we make manipulation higher, like the price manipulates higher to then dump lower. So that's pretty much it for the higher time frame. I mean, I guess as you can count this as like internal manipulation, price displacing, rebouncing back inside this order block, displacing away, coming back, giving us more internal manipulation right here, more displacement, another rebalance displacement, internal manipulation, displacement away. Then finally 930 opens. We rebalance into this low that came from internal manipulation, then we displace up. We get rebalance, displacement up. Cool. So like if you did long here, I mean, hopefully it worked out. But what do you call it? Price did come back and give us internal manipulation. So if you waited for an actual internal manipulation, like if you looked at 930 as like manipulation, internal manipulation, then displacement away, then you could have entered longs early, a little bit earlier. But realistically, these longs were kind of cooked. The second price came back because it just gave us this internal manipulation that we needed. So finally give us the internal manipulation that we need. Sibi gets inverse. Now we have actual clean displacement up. Boom. So this long was valid to take as well. If you took a long here, unless your stop loss was like at the CE of the BISI or like below it, then you would have like legit got stopped out. If you put your SL below the rebalance right there, which realistically is where you want to have your SLs below the rebalance. You don't want to see price go back down there, but price came back, gave us internal manipulation, they started displacing up. So if you got manipulated and you re-entered after seeing this internal manipulation, then it's fine, it's whatever. We get breaker structure, price displacing away past the previous highs. So order block is right here. So price can still rebalance back inside this order block and displace away. If you were waiting for that, then we get rebalance or displacement up very nicely. So we get this right here. Again, slap your longs, stop loss below the order block rebalance and CP 1 to 1. Or if you look to your left, which where is it? Right here, the top of this rebalance that we had from last time we dumped would have been like right there, and we had that as well. So that would have legit been your DOO. And if you held it, the second you see price reverse and we start getting more, what do you call it? BC's getting inversed, then you just slap break even or just close your trade and profit and like walk away. Because today, very, very low probable. All right. So even besides that, at 950, we did have somewhat of shorts after us taking out these rebalance highs up here. Let's go. All right, there you go. So from here, I mean, if you did base your shorts off of like that manipulation on the left, the internal one, or the external, basically getting inverse entry, rebalance, displacement away. I mean, you had this order block as well to refer to, so it was valid if you took shorts here. Well, stop loss would have been like right here if you entered on the rebalance displacement, which would have been like somewhere like this. Stop loss at the order block rebalance. TP 1-to-1 or like low hanging fruit since it's Monday, and you can see prices being really, really choppy and low probable. And yeah, I can't lie, today was very, very garbage. So if you did take a trade or if you didn't, good on you. 1040 though. 1040 was a little bit better because we dug deep into this order block that came from manipulation and we had a nice internal manipulation. Price finally started to displace out of the accumulation right here. It took all of it out, right? That doesn't mean price can't rebalance. It could just break structure, rebalance, displace. So right now, like if you look at it, we set the high, we started going lower, boom, boom, we rebalance, price broke structure. Now we can rebalance and like continue going higher. So right now we're building a nice bullish structure. So 1040 looks a bit better, but overall still really choppy. Again, 1042 we come back down to turn manipulation. Price fails to displace below these this order block rebalance that we had right here from this internal manipulation. So 1040 was a bit better than 930 because you had actual manipulation to base your trade off of and like nice context. Okay, so order block that came from this internal manipulation, price displacing out of it, break a structure, rebalancing, another internal manipulation. We get another order block if you want to refer to it, but overall, just this rebalance inside of it and us failing to displace below this rebalance, and we continue to like DRD up. You know, it's not like DRD where it's just sideways. You know, it's just DRD that's going up like this slowly. So it's still acceptable. So if you enter like anywhere here as the candle started displacing past these highs, so like right here, stop loss either at the rebalance or like anywhere below these rebalances right here. And again, TP 1-to-1 or hanging fruit. So like this would have been the hanging fruit, and then right here, there we go. So yeah, so that was for 1045, which was actually pretty clean. Again, we get another displacement, rebalance displacement, price displacing past this high. So very, very valid. Stop loss at the rebalance, boom, which would have been 27 point SL and TP. Hold it 1-to-1 or first hanging fruit, obviously right there. And then for the rest, I can't lie, price just barcoded sideways. So nothing to really take here. 1040 was cleaner than 930 because you had actual manipulation based off of it. These 940 longs, 945 were cleaner. So if you waited for 940 macro and onward, then yeah. So not really much to break down. Today was just garbage. No trades for me. Good. Glad that you guys stepped away. Let me scroll up, see if any of you guys did take anything. Too early, just thought I'd take it off zero hesitation because we tapped busy and immediately had heavy displacement. Need to be more patient. Yeah. Overall, not a bad trade. Everything aligned and stuff like that. Just price came back for internal manipulation. Forward test after if I was patient. I mean, you really can't beat yourself up. Monday, very, very low probable, so it is what it is. Overall, good forward test though. You realize your mistake. Nothing in 930 session. Going to look at 1040. Yeah. Unfortunate today was hard not going to lie. MQ stops me out. Didn't see that valid minute to take us longer, but I just did it from PRD because price was showing no signs of bearish. 2 back-to-back losing days in a row, feeling we're gonna try to get back all day. Oh god, yeah. Can't lie. Monday, very, very low probable. We should have like seen it from like all the accumulation we've been building up overnight. Price not setting in an actual like clean manipulation anchor. Like for example, like London time, you know? The only thing we had was just like us taking out London lows, but like even that, we had more accumulation below us for price to take out, and we didn't even make SFT with it. So very, very unfortunate. I cannot lie. Able to follow my rules and think rationally, we gapped up. Asia started chopping, but continuing higher. We had SMT at around 6 with the rebounds back into the order block. Internal manip pre-market 930 gave us a turtle manip, and we started pumping price rebounds. Turtle manipulated and displaced. Missed this entry not because of hesitation, because I wasn't paying attention. ES took out the lows. NQ rebounds back into the order block. Displaced away. Entry off the displacement. Targeting until I felt like getting out. I sell below rebalance. Turtle manipulation, displacement, rebounds, displacement back inside the order block. Yeah, clean trade. Very nice. And good TP as well. Good. Longs we're also going into 15-minute sibbies. What are you supposed to do when there's a lot of sibbies that price is going into? Made from huge displacement. There are no highs to refer to. TP 1 to 1 SPAT. So like 30 points, 1 mini, in and out. Even that, I'd say like wait for more confirmation or like price to rebalance, give us a turtle manipulation to base our trades off of, especially when we're doing DRD. Obviously, we're gonna look to continue going higher because if these sibbies had any prominence, they would have been respected. Like for example here in Asia or like in London, where London went up, rebounds back inside of them, then dumped lower, you know, but it didn't. So that told you that price is gonna look to continue going higher. Had bullish bias, so I waited for price to rebalance with the displacement candle. Not really sure why I got stopped out since price had already manipulated pre-market and had a rebalance wick at open. Anything I could have done different to avoid this loss or just unfortunate? Pretty much just unfortunate. I can't lie. Monday low probable, so we could try, like, we can do our best to try to avoid these, but like sometimes it's just unavoidable. You know, everything aligned. The rebalance, displacement candle was clean as well. Nothing wrong with it. Displacing past these highs, and yeah, just legit unfortunate. I guess the only time, like, unless you had like reaction time, you know, just looking at this quick right here. The second you see it close like this, or like, you know, almost close like that within like last 5 seconds, close out your trade and look for a re-entry because price might look to give us internal manipulation or look to rebalance again. So that was pretty much it. I can't lie. First image is my execution on AQ. The second one is on MQ. So that was the micro contracts on this trade. Thought process on the screen. I'm not fussed about the trade. I knew the narrative was bullish based on what price did pre-market. Once I saw entry triggers present in the macro, I took my execution toward really targeted 1-2-1. I thought which was reversible here, but there really isn't anything to reverse from in the range to the left until we reached the DOL higher. I did get internally manipulated here, but the ZRD looked too sweet for me to not enter it. I followed my rules here and had correct narrative, as well as it didn't allow myself to hesitate on a trade I would play out. Give me a second. All right. Thoughts? Overall bullish narrative, yes. Coming to macro, I saw a huge displacement past the most recent DOLs. Price of rebounding to busy overlap PXation immediately displaced to the upside. Once I saw that, it was obvious to me that we were bullish here, so I stopped my entry looking for 1-2-1. I entered this trade on MQ rebounds. It worked me out on MQ, but now on NQ. Stops 2 point below rebounds. Unfortunate, but also probably need fuel running. Yeah, overall good. Just unfortunate that price did come back and turtle manipulate. But if you re-entered on it after like you realize you got manipulated, then yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't be mad at that. But overall, good thought process. Not taking anything today. Looks super low probable, and I didn't like any of the entries we got. And on top of that, it's Monday, so I'm just gonna step away and save my capital for tomorrow. Good. Good that you realized that, son. Especially like all this accumulation everywhere. It's good to walk away. Tiny Monday. Long stop loss below the busy just in case. Turn manipulation, nice, and then press runs. Yeah. That's fine. First trade didn't wait for candle closure, and the order block didn't get disrespected and didn't invert the bullish structure, so I closed. I knew this, but still tried to get a re-entry, but closed again, but because the order block was getting respected, but the displacement wasn't there. Second trade idea, waited until price took out idea well because FOMO to a late move didn't make sense either. Needed DO to get taken, see the reaction, or wait for rebounds that supported further push up. Bearish order block plus manip, but the respect, displacement away, gotten. Didn't wait for too much confirmation. Rode the trade out and hit TP. Careful to end the day green after the terrible trade bias from earlier session. Yeah. Here, nothing to really short, especially like after price coming back, rebouncing inside 930 candle, turtle deflation, and you see displacement out of it. So even if you see like an order line being created, there's way more like DOLs above us that price needs to take out. And all the DOLs that we have been taking out, they have not been giving us any reversal. If anything, they just gave us a rebalance to then continue back up. So you should expect the same here, especially since this first candle like was a wick. Every time you want to see an order block, you don't want to see a wick. You want to see like actual clean candle closure. Like for example, this bearish candle. This is what you want to see when price is like flipping. You know, switching narrative and buys. Same thing here. Even though it was bearish for a moment. You know, if it was like permanently bearish, you would have seen way much more like bearish displacement candles. But overall, good short. The second one though. Don't play by me. No reels into short. Got my eyes caught up in the low resistance below. Yeah. Shorts didn't really make sense, especially after coming off DRD and price just giving you this eternal manipulation. Yeah, unfortunate. Same thing here. I mean, you have eternal manipulation marked out, displacement up, DRD. You can literally see us displacing past this high, but I don't know why you thought this eternal manipulation is gonna run us lower when we failed to displace lower in this leg originally. You know, and this leg had a clean displacement too, like on top of it as well. So with conditions, I don't like the rebounds entries, and instead I try to force reversals off of weak DOLs when the narrative is clearly bullish. Stop trying to force the reversals off DOLs. Just wait for a reaction, then take it. Okay, you're not trying to ping pong the market, bro. Like if you miss out on the rebalance, wait for more entries, wait for more confirmations. Like you could literally see internal manipulation order block, price will look to rebalance inside of it, eventually then give you another long. Okay, stop trying to force a reversal every time you see a reversal. Like here. At the end of the day, they all got stopped out. Everybody that tried to short here. Does not make sense to short when we're bullish. Even if you know there's accumulation below you, until you see the proper signatures that price is ready to go down there, don't look to enter shorts, you know? That's why it's kind of risky, like when I teach you guys these concepts, because you guys are going to look to like pattern trader and template trader. So the more information I give you, it will just do bad for you. You know, it wouldn't really do any good. So you have to like understand and use it properly with discretion. Like all this accumulation below us, I know price will eventually look to come back and take it all out. Like all of this here, even come down here and take all this out. You know what I'm saying? But until that happens, price has to make some form of manipulation, either with this DOL, or this DOL, to then finally send us lower. You know what I'm saying? No trades today. We'll watch recording of my work. Thanks, bro. Out of the best. Bet, bro. Love. Supers at work too. Didn't take no trades. That's fine. No strong manip to long off of. So waited for an eternal. No strong manip to long off of. So waited for an eternal. And after the manip, the candle instantly flipped. So I long 1-1. No good targets closed, in my opinion. Yeah, good eternal manipulation. You waited for that. Displacement past the high. You enter. TP 1-1. Very clean. Very clean. Do you gauge FOMC and bank holidays? I mean, sometimes, yeah, I do it, but I suggest you guys don't waste your time on it, because if you're just gonna look at low probable days like this and like try to force something, it'll just be a waste of time. So realistically, just walk away and maintain that capital for another day. Would the overall narrative be all-time high bias again? No, because we could still react from any of these highs on the left. We're just waiting to see what price is doing. You know, the way price is accumulating right now, we could either look to manipulate higher to go lower, or we can manipulate lower, take all this out, and then go higher. So legit 2K scenario where price has to come back down, take out all this accumulation, maybe even deeper into Asia's line, and then continue displacing up. So whichever one happens, we take. On days like these when the narrative is clear, can you enter off just internal manip? I mean, today was choppy, Pedro. So unless you were waiting for an internal manipulation to occur, which you would have gotten at 940, then yeah, you can enter off internal manip, like not just internal manipulation itself. You have to wait for displacement to confirm that manipulation is like valid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna look to enter longs the second price sticks out this low. Because what if this candle continues digging deep? And what if we continue going lower? I wait for a reaction. Internal manipulation, candle flips, closes bullish, I enter. Manipulation, displacement. I'm not just entering off manipulation. Because if I'm just entering off manipulation, then like I would have gone stopped out here after price taking out these highs. You know what I'm saying? I realize a lot of things I've been predicting instead of reacting. Need to stop. Bad habits fucking me up. Yeah. Legit, wait for the signatures. Like price will legit tell you, yo, I'm gonna look to reverse. But like before I reverse, I'll flip price, an order block, maybe I'll create an order block for you. I'll rebalance into that order block, and then I'll continue displacing away. If you miss out on that, I got you with the busy conversion. I got you with the DRD. Like, price will legit give you everything you need. Just wait. Got it, of course. But like, you don't need an external manip, right? No, when we are in a continuations, you don't need external manipulation. Only time you need external manipulation if price is reversing, like if price is looking to reverse, you know? So like for example, right here, price came back down, took all this out. That's your external manipulation. We continue up, right? So now what will price do? Internal manipulation continue going up. Internal manipulation continue going up, like right here. Internal manipulation up. Could you clarify what makes manipulation valid versus invalid? Your narrative, it has to align with the narrative, okay, and the bias. So when we're bullish, we want to focus mainly on bullish manipulation, okay? When we're bearish, we want to look at bearish manipulation, okay? Especially on the left, we have so much SIBIs that price could react from, right? If you mark every one of them out, like you're gonna wait until all of them get inverse for you to even like try to take a trade, you know, if you're waiting for that extra confirmation. But if you just look at price, you understand we're coming off bullish narrative. So anytime price comes back down, for example, like let's say it comes back down, takes all this accumulation out, manipulating lower to go back up higher. So like the manipulation, it has to take something out, all right? Either by liquidity sweep, turtle soup, or SFT, some form of manipulation, faking people out. That's the form of manipulation, like making people think it's gonna go in one direction, then it goes the opposite. Manipulation, it's in the word, right? So people have to get manipulated to think like that. So like for example, right here, when people shorted right here, they got manipulated. Why? Because they thought we're gonna reverse. We're gonna sell off and then take out all this accumulation. But realistically, if you know we're bullish, you need more confirmation before like we start selling off. You know what I'm saying? More bearish structure. You know what So like when price came back down, some people were trying to short this order block, thinking, oh, we rebalanced, we displaced away. But realistically, it was just to send us lower, turn on manipulation, then displace up. And what confirms manipulation to me is just the displacement after, like the reaction that we get. If it's immediate candle displacement up, or like some form of like confirmation, either inverse a SIBI or BISI or whatever, it's way more probable. It's way more likely to hold than like a weak manipulation where like price just chops and continues to side code like barcode. You know what I'm saying? Can we take manip displacement if we don't get a BISI, SIBI disrespect, or an order block rebalance? I mean, bro, if you're getting manipulation displacement, realistically, you're gonna have BISI or SIBI disrespect. Like right here, we manipulated something on the left, BISI got inverse. Here, we manipulated the slope, SIBI got inverse. Like, there's always a SIBI or BISI to the left. You know what I'm saying? The only times where you might not have like a BISI or like a SIBI is like if all-time highs or something like that, you know? But very, very low probable. Like, you will always have some form of PDA rate to refer to. No trade today? Yeah, that's valid. Like, the order block, the manipulation displacement is one of them. Okay? Manipulation displacement is pretty much creating the order block, right? The order block rebalance, if you want to enter off that, you can enter off that. If you want more confirmation, you can enter off BISI or SIBI disrespect. If you want to enter even more, DRD, you know? But the longer you wait, the more and more and more chance that price might reverse or price might rebalance deep. So as soon as price is placed away from the manip, if it's strong, we can enter. Yeah, if it aligns with the narrative and bias. You too, cutie. I'll see you. I've been trying it a lot in live markets and it's been working. Yeah, but like, be cautious though. Don't just try to spam any manipulation displacement you see. You know what I'm saying? It has to align with the narrative and bias. If you get it wrong, then you're cooked. Yeah, pre-read it. The heck? What does pre-read it mean, bro? Right? That boy trying to predict it. Of course, I'll see us, but when the week opens this much higher or lower, do you expect us to take out the DOO or fill the weekly gap first or just react? Because price can go higher to manipulate and then dump lower and then we can fill in the gap, okay? Or price can come back lower to give us this internal manipulation or even rebalance inside this gap, then continue going higher. So at this point, it can literally do both. Because right now, we're just accumulation on both sides. We have accumulation above us and below us. 3 winning days. Should I wait till next week? Only 2 days left in the week. I'd say just wait for these 2 days, gauge. If you see something nice, take it. If you don't, walk away. Because you have two macros, 940 and 1040. So, it's up to you. If you don't feel like you don't want to risk anything this week, then that's fine. You could lock yourself out till next week. You can do that as well. It's up to you. But realistically, I'd say just face your fears. If you feel like you're scared, it is what it is. Like get bias, narrative, Peter raise, entry trigger displacement. Yeah. But narrative, then bias. Alright. Any wrapping up questions? It was a very, very lukewarm Monday. Nothing really much about it. Nothing much to say. Don't worry, he did not miss out a lot, Brandon. Alright. If nobody got no more questions, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys and peace out.